Hey guys, in today's video, we are going to be talking about Immersity AI. This is a thorough review, so you have to watch carefully. Now, before we proceed, you want to head over to the first link on the description box below, and it will go ahead and basically redirect you to the official website right here called Immersity AI. First things first, let's talk about what does Immersity AI do. You will go ahead and transform your 2D images into 3D motion by adding extra dimensions with depth by movement with this tool right here. For example, for the first feature, we have the 2D to 3D motion. As an example, we have this one as an original image, which is our static image right here. And if we go ahead and use this AI tool, we can now go ahead and transfer into something like this one. We have the motion for vertical movement, horizontal movement, rotational movement. We also have the 3D effect right here, zoom in, zoom out, and basically more. For the second immersive tool, we have the 2D to 3D video. So an example, we have this video input right here. And they have managed to do this video by just using this AI tool. And lastly, you have your 2D to 3D image. You have the first one as the 2D or static image. And for the second one, we have the 3D image. So guys, to proceed, you want to go ahead and click on the sign in button. And from here, you can just go ahead and try creating your account. And so guys, right after logging in your account, you will now be taken to this very simple page right here. The first thing that you want to do is to go ahead and drag your image or video to the website of Immersity AI. In my case, let's go ahead and use this very aesthetic image of a shark. I'll just go ahead and download this image to my desktop computer. And from here, let's go ahead and upload it into the AI tool right here. And so guys, wait for the process to begin or to load, and you can go ahead and choose or edit between the presets that they have. And so right after, with this static image right here, we have transformed that into something like this one. Now basically, once inside, we have a lot to go ahead and edit. For example, you have your 3D motion right here, or you have your 3D image. You have the first one as an example, and you also have the second one. For the 3D image, you can go ahead and choose the parallel or crossed eye. You also have the amount of depth right here to go ahead and choose upon. You have your focused point. You also have your edge dilation. And lastly, you have the depth map. You can go ahead and choose this if you want to, and you can go ahead and customize these settings the way you want to. You have your depth, size, hardness, opacity, and more. Basically, in our case, let's go ahead and focus more about the 3D option right here because it's a more popular feature about this AI tool. But basically, once inside, you can go ahead and choose loop if you want to continuously loop the feature or the 3D motion right here. You also have the reversed one, and from there you can go ahead and choose between the 3D motions that they have: vertical, horizontal, circle, perspective, zoom, dolly, zoom left, zoom center, zoom right, and lastly, you have your custom animation. Now for the second tool that we can go ahead and do is the amount of motion. You can go ahead and reduce this if you want to, or you can just go ahead and maximize this if you want to maximize the amount of motion. In my case, I'll just go ahead and leave mine around 20%. From here, we have the animation of length. You can go ahead and choose up to 10 seconds of the animation. Once again, you have your focused point. You can go ahead and set a focused point if you want to. In my case, let's go ahead and put the focused point at the center of our subject right here. You can edit this by adjusting the slider. And lastly, you have the edge dilation. If you want to edit your depth map, you can just go ahead and do so by choosing the depth map right here. And so, right after editing your photo or video, you can just go ahead and click on export. From here, you can go ahead and choose between these options. If you want a MP4 format for the 3D motion, you can just go ahead and choose the first one. If you want a GIF 3D motion, you can go ahead and choose this. Or if you want to export the PNG depth map, you can just go ahead and do so. And so guys, right after choosing your format, go ahead and click on next. You have your presets up to 720 resolution, watermarking, and non-commercial use. You have your plus up to 720p resolution, 10 repetitions, 60 fps, and 24 hours downloads. In my case, let's go ahead and click on next. And lastly, let's go ahead and choose our FPS or frames per second. Right after, go ahead and click on export and you should be good to go. So guys, once again, you want to head over to the first link at the description box below and it will head you or redirect you to the official website right here. If this video has been helpful for you, please consider by liking and subscribing. I'll see you again next time. Thank you.